Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Nicole. If you're old, welcome back. And today I am doing it live of our Evolution of Beauty. That is a collab with me and a few of my girls on here. And today we are doing the 1960s. I have my hair done. It might not stay. I don't know how they got the big O buff to stay. It's like a bouffant or beehive. I don't know how. Like, if you ever go Google those pictures, man, their hair be out to here, but it be like straight, not curly, out to here, and like, anyway. Jewelry was fun. You had your big bangles, right? Okay, and there's the 60s started with still being heavily influenced by the 50s. And so you had, the 50s, like the Cleopatra and the Art Deco kind of thing going on. And then around the mid 60s, you're like 63, 64, 65, mid 60s, that era, came Twiggy out of London. And I think she's London anyway. But she was like the go-to model back then. But they had jewelry like this, which, recently came back into style. And my dress is very mod, actually, so you can't see it. It has like these block, and that's what it was, the modern. And it's mostly the modern movement, after you had Jackie O at the beginning of the 60s. In the middle, you had the modern movement, which was influenced by London and a lot of black and white, but they had some color thrown in. And then towards the end of the 60s was getting into the hippie days, and you had classic hippies or more hippies, but also the makeup, like some went without as a protest and some went, no, I'm gonna have my lipstick as a protest. Also during this time there were segregation issues in the US, especially the South, and a lot of bad times, and everything was desegregated in the South in the 60s. So you went from like sheath dress, or like, the pencil skirts, and then the day dresses, the A-line dresses, or what were they called? Circle dresses, to sheath dresses. It was like de-emphasizing the female form. It was very sheath dress, very straight down, which, Twiggy, she's skinny as a rail, so straight down, but without being clingy. Or you could wear bell bottoms came into trend too, and you could wear this with a crop top. The mini skirt was invented during this time, and it was like the more confident you were, the shorter your skirt was. Not that you necessarily had great legs. So there was that. And so, you had your bright colors to the beginning and the end, and then shifting toward more earthy tones. That's just a little bit on the fashion. Now they favored a matte face, so I'm going in with a matte primer. This is the Cover FX, trying to make my face don't do a highlight. I didn't see much about contour. They might have done it, but I didn't really see much of it. The focus was all about the eyes on the makeup, so we are going to try to do the same. One of my more matte foundations that I remember this is pretty matte. The combination really is matte. And I think this is either my shade or a little bit lighter, somewhere around there, but this is shade 300 in Revlon. And Revlon was actually, I don't know if it was found, I can't remember if it was found back in the 60s, but it was around in the 60s. CoverGirl was founded in 63 though. So, but Revlon was around, Maybelline, of course, Helen Rubinstein, who, claimed the first tube mascara. Tube mascara was a huge thing. Almay was around. Cody Airspun, the Airspun was around. Boots number 7 was around. Max Factor, of course, was around. I've been addicted to my, but they wanted a paler face too, so I went with the notion that if this wasn't my shade, it was a little light. It's okay. Yeah, this is a little light. It's okay. They wanted a paler face anyway. So gone was the tan skin, that Coco Chanel showed because she came back from a trip. Our natural skin, they wanted pale skin. Full coverage. They wanted a matte face, but they did not want cake face or heavy makeup, heavy powder kind of thing. To keep in with that, we went matte, but without a lot of powder, which is kind of my normal powder application anyway. And they would blush, but it'd be very light, very light coral, peachy kind of color. It's like where we saw the fine cut crease work, but it wasn't blended out, and it was really pretty dark. Usually dark. The eyeshadows would be pastels, and I'm going to find a pastel. Usually blue or green was favored in a pastel kind of matte. Um, or like a white. Like a white eyeliner. So I'm going to try to and their eyeliner was pretty thick, so Show you something weird that Twiggy used to do, or whoever her makeup artist was. Give her fake little lashes. Twiggies were a little bit thin, but not overly, you know what I'm saying? And some had really bold ones, so. Also, at this time, after, Jackie Kennedy actually fell out of the limelight, after she wasn't the president's wife anymore, after he assassinated, the new fashion icon became Brigitte Bardot. And so I think she kind of rushed in the modernist movement, and then Twiggy. Because apparently Brigitte Bardot had gotten married in gingham and lace. Like pink gingham and lace. And that started a whole trend there. And I saw her like knee-high boots, wearing a mini skirt. A nude, a very pale pink, or a nude pink, but it all has to be matte. So I pulled out a couple of them, like my 1960s inspired mod look. That might not be too much, but anyway. So 1960s inspired mod look. It almost stayed decently bumped. So thank you for watching. Be sure to check out Amy, Summer, and Sarah listed down below. Let us know how we did, if you liked the look. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Toodle.